So I'd like to read something today because today is Sri Abhiram Thakur, Sri Ramdas's Disappearance Day. So this is a lovely reading from Sri Caitanya, his life and associates, by Srila Bhakti, Ballabh Tirtha Maharaja. Pura Sri Dhamma Namasid Abhiram Dunam Han Dvartrim Sata Janayar Eva Bhayam Kashtam Uvaya Saha. He who was previously known as Sridham is today Abhiram Thakur. He picked up a piece of wood that took 32 men to lift. Gauranga Gonadesh Deepika 126. Abhiram Thakur lived with his wife Malini in the village of Kanakul Krishnagar in the Hooghly district. Kana refers to the Dwarkashwa river. Kula means banks. Thus the village of Krishnagar on the banks of Dwarkawash river is also known as Kanakula Krishnagar. At the doors of his temple stands a large bakula tree known as the Siddha Bakula, and the place is popularly called Siddha Bakula Kunj. This is the place where Abhiram Thakur first sat down when he arrived in the village. The Gopinath deity was found when the digging for an artificial pond first began. This pond goes by the name of Sri Abhiram Kund. The temple also houses the deities of Braj Ballabh, Gopal, and the Sharlagram Srila. Sri Abhiram Thakur was a very vigorous and powerful acharya. He engaged in preaching on the orders of Lord Nityananda and saved many atheists and people opposed to the Vaishnava religion. Abhiram Goswami possessed a fiery temper and great spiritual power. The atheists trembled whenever they saw him. He was intoxicated as if he had been possessed by Nityananda, and his enchanting mercies are famed throughout the world. Bhakti Ratnakara 4.1034. Abhiram Das was fully absorbed in the mood of friendship. He lifted a flute that contained 16 notes, Chaitanya Charitamrita 110.116. This Chaitanya Charitamrita verse is making reference to the same piece of wood that, according to the Gaura Gonidash Deepika, would have taken 32 people to lift. The Bhakti Ratnakara states that it would have taken hundreds of people to pick it up. After Abhiram Das lifted it, he held it like a flute. He held in his hands a piece of wood that 100 men could not move, in the way one holds a flute. Bhakti Ratnakara 4.123. The devotees were greatly astonished when they saw him perform such superhuman feats. According to one legend, whenever Abhiram Thakur paid his obeisances to a stone or statue, if it was not a Vishnu Shila or a consecrated deity, it would crack or be reduced to powder. Non-devotees were also unable to tolerate his pranams. Nityananda's son, Virachandra Goswami, and his daughter Ganga Devi survived his obeisances and thus confirmed their divine status. These things are written in the Ashtaks 8-verse Sanskrit hymns composed by Abhiram Thakur in their name. Srila Abhiram Thakur possessed an amazing whip that he named Jai Mangal. Anyone touched by this whip would immediately experience the transcendental ecstasies of prema. One day Srinivasacharya visited Abhiram Thakur, who gave him 3 lashes with that whip. Abhiram's wife Malini stopped her husband from hitting him again, saying that Srinivas was just a young lad who wouldn't be able to tolerate the effects of divine love. Nevertheless, Srinivasacharya was very dear to Abhiram and received many blessings from him. Though not his initiated disciple, he was like a disciple to him. The Jai Mangal whip is still held in the Krishnanagar temple. In the Bhakti Ratnakara, the following statement is also made. O Srinivas, how much more can I say? Abhiram descended into this world in order to deliver it. Taking birth in a Brahmin family, he became a scholar in all the scriptures and an unequalled musician, not only in song and playing musical instruments, but in dance also. He married at Nityananda Balaram's request. His wife Malini is also indescribably powerful. Bhakti Ratnakara 4:105-108. Many people say that the Bali Math in Puri was also established by Abhiram Thakura. An annual festival is held in Kanakul Krishnagar on his disappearance day, the Chaitra Krishna Saptami. Our Parama Guru, Jagat Guru Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, visited this site when travelling on the parikram of Sri Gaur Mandal. At that time, the devotees in charge of the temple greeted him with great hospitality and honoured him and his followers with special treatment. Sri Abhiram Thakur's Disappearance Day Ki Jai.